Hello. Hello, my viewers, my participants, and well wishers. I'm here only for you. And in the morning, I posted that I was going to discuss how to write a newspaper report. However, let us start. I have already given you a suggestion to, I have given you two topics. What are the topics? Good morning. Oh, it's morning. It's morning in your life, but evening in my life. Okay, whatever may be the case. Last night, I took pleasure in taking the live class because all were very much enthusiastic and we communicated very effectively. Many responded to my question, they gave answers, they wanted their requirements or needs, etc. So, let us start here. And my student Anubhav Pal has already joined. And those who are WBCS aspirants and those who are Public Service Commission aspirants are being advised to join as usual. As usual, thank you very much. And I am very pleased to have another boy or another participant. Today, tonight, my topic of discussion is the flash flood or the cloudburst in Uttarkashi, in Uttarakhand. Okay? What happened? I am telling you the story first, then I will give you the reporting, newspaper reporting. The story was that, actually it was not the story, it was a fact. The fact was that the main river, Kheer Ganga in Uttarkashi, in Uttarakhand, overflowed suddenly at about 1:35 p.m. Okay, suddenly, হঠাৎই এই ক্ষীরগঙ্গা নদীটি প্লাবিত হয়ে ওঠে। And what was the cause? The cause was that if I do not tell you the story or the incident, you won't be able to understand what happened in Uttarkashi. Then it was triggered by a flash flood and accompanied with a cloudburst. So cloudburst was the first cause, and as a result of incessant rainfall, heavy rainfall, the Kheer Ganga overflowed. Kheer Ganga overflowed at that time, and it was a terrible incident. The river swept away two villages, Dharali and Tharali, in Uttarkashi. The temples, the residential houses, the other properties, and also the homestays and hotels. All were swept away by the flash flood which was triggered by the cloudburst. Okay. No sooner had the incident occurred then the people tried to leave the place but could not. It was in vain. The speed of flash flood could not let them escape from the spot and they were swept away. Many people have remained untraced, have remained missing in the incident. So it is the most important topic for this year WBCS men and PSC men, those who have already cracked the preliminary examination of clerkship, that is PSC, may pick it up. Now, I advised all of you to sit with your exercise books and pen so that you may take dictation from me. Now, first introduction is that how to write a newspaper report. How will you write a newspaper report? First of all, I advise you that you must give a headline first. And the headline should be so interesting and attractive that it will catch the attention of the examiner. Headline is of prime importance. For example, I have given the headline, you may write it down. I have given the headline Cloudburst. I have written on my whiteboard so that I can dictate you very effectively. Cloudburst, flash flood, although I will give it in your description box, and in the description box you will find the entire reporting there. Yet I cannot but advise you to follow. What should be the headline? Cloudburst, flash flood in Uttarkashi in Uttarakhand. I have used to in preposition because both the places are large places, or you may use at. For example, cloudburst, flash flood at Uttarkashi in Uttarakhand. Okay, whatever you like, I have no objection. And now another rule or another rule that you must follow: at the left hand side at the beginning, you must write the name of the place, the prominent place, and then month and then date. Say, what have I written? I have written Uttarakhand, August 5. You will get all the points in your question paper. You will get all these points and you will have to develop. All these points. So first headline should be too much interesting and attractive. And then at the left hand corner, you must write the name of the main place, and then month, and then date. Okay. Favorite thing about yourself. Try it. Okay, I am trying. Okay, I have nothing to say. Are you hearing? Is there any problem? Yes or no? Please write it down. If there is any problem, if you feel any problem, tell me directly. Okay, I think that you have no problem. Welcome to live chat. But please remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. The YouTube has warned me. You have liberty to chat with me, but you have no liberty to remark any derogatory or anything. Last day's class was very interesting, and I translated a passage from Vaikuntha Will. However, now let us start. So, my headline is Cloudburst, flash flood in Uttarkashi or at Uttarkashi in Uttarakhand. Clear? Uttarakhand, August 5, August 5, Clear? Now let us start. Your reporting must be in the inverted pyramid system. What is the shape of the pyramid? It is rectangular in shape. So, inverted pyramid, that is the main points should be in the first line, and then gradually it will come to the end. Clear? For example, in the first line I have written, you may write it down now, otherwise I will type it or take a photo and I will upload in your description box. Okay. Flash flood triggered by cloudburst caused heavy damage, killing at least 5 people and washing away residential houses, hotels, temples, and many other properties. This is the first line. And this is the tragic incident which I have described within the first line. You see, again I am reading, flash flood triggered by TRIGGERED, triggered by cloudburst, caused heavy damage, killing at least 5 people and washing away residential houses, hotels, temples, and many other properties. Okay. So, within the first line, you are able to get the picture of the tragedy. Then I have described. You see that I have written near about 50 people have remained untraced or missing. Near about 50 people have remained untraced or missing. Okay? Full stop. The 2 villages, Dharali and Tharali, were swept away when Kheer Ganga River, when the Kheer Ganga River overflowed as a result of a terrible cloudburst. As a result of a terrible cloudburst in its catchment areas. In its catchment areas. Again I am repeating. The two villages, Dharali and Tharali, were swept away when the Kheer Ganga River overflowed as a result of a terrible cloudburst in its catchment areas. The flood has left a trail of devastation. The flood has left a trail of devastation. Clear? This is the first paragraph. Don't write too much or don't be too much lengthy. You must give the concrete reporting only. So you see that I am following the inverted pyramid system. First I have given the entire incident and then I am describing. The last paragraph. Hello, my dear fellows, my participants who have joined are being advised or requested to like, comment, share and subscribe my channel, An Easy Step to English Grammar, if this video comes to your benefit, nothing else. Now the second paragraph. The jawans of the Indian Army. The jawans of the Indian Army. Yes. Mr. Ganguly has joined and I am very much happy to have you in my group. Thanking. Now the second paragraph. The jawans of the Indian Army, NDF, Indo-Tibetan Border Security Force, Indo-Tibetan Border Security Force, and many NGOs have been going on with rescue operation. You see that my reporting started with the past tense. But when I am describing the incident, I am using present tense. I am using present tense. You see, the jawans of the Indian Army, colon, NDF, Indo-Tibetan Border Security Force, and many NGOs have been going on with rescue operation. Have been going on with rescue operation from the piles of debris, D-E-B-R-I-S. What is the meaning of debris? It is a French word, just like précis. Debris, D-E-B-R-I-S. That is dhangsastup, piles of debris. Clear? And mud, M-U-D, mud. I will type in your description box. No, don't be worried. Okay. The Chief Minister of Uttarakhand, and the Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, made, again past tense, because the action is over. Because the action is over. Yes, Sunil Babu has given me the meaning, dhangsastup, debris. But the pronunciation should be debris, not debris. It is a French word. Okay. Mr. Narendra Modi made an aerial survey to study the damage and loss. Made an aerial survey. That means by helicopter or by plane, etc. Made an aerial survey to study the damage and loss. The government has extended its helping hand. Can we mention name like Narendra Modi? Yes, because you see that if you don't like to mention the name, please don't mention. But you see that you may mention, because the Prime Minister is Narendra Modi. It is known to all. It is known to all. All the Indians know who is who the Prime Minister of India is. So there is no problem to mention the name of the Prime Minister. Okay? I think, but if you don't think, Mr., you may omit the name. Only the Prime Minister. Okay? I have no objection, and the examiner will not object to your proposal. Mr. Narendra Modi made an aerial survey to study the damage and loss. The government has extended, good evening, Thing SSC, okay, of course you can, don't mention your name or address. No, I am not mentioning my name and address. It is obvious. It is certain that I am not mentioning my name and address. I have mentioned my channel only, and the YouTube. YouTube has shown you the name of my channel. That is none. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. I have understood your understood what you want to say. Thank you. Okay. The government has extended its helping hand with all sorts of compensation for the survivors and the victims. Nothing else. Don't write. Then I am giving you some points. First, the headline, and the headline should be so attractive that it can catch the attention of the examiner, and then at the left hand side or left hand corner, write the name of the place where the incident occurred, okay, comma, then month and date, then month and date, okay, then semicolon, then colon or semicolon. How to make a headline attractive? Okay. It's very interesting question. You can make your headline interesting or attractive if you give the main incident first. For example, a street accident occurred in the morning. Clear? Then what will you write? First, 2 killed, comma, many injured as a result of a head-on collision. You have omitted the name of the place where the incident occurred. You see that the death news is the first. When human tragedy occurs, the death of human beings will get the priority in the headline. 5 killed or 2 killed and many others injured as a result of a head-on collision. If you don't like it, you may give head-on collision first. Head-on collision, comma, 5 killed and many others injured. Okay. You see that in the headline, you are giving the total report. Actually, nowadays, the people have no time to go through the whole reporting because they are too much busy when they are dressing themselves to go to office, they will devastating head-on collision killed 5 persons. You see that devastating is a term which is applicable to flood, fire, etc. It head-on collision will not go with devastating. You may write horrible. Horrible head-on collision killed 5 persons. Am I right? Devastating does not go with flood, with collision. It will go with flood. Clear? Horrible, terrible, etc. will go with head-on collision. Okay. Head-on collision killed 5 persons. Later I will tell you a story because you have no time now. Writing headline is also an art. Writing headline is also an art because I had an advantage of writing headlines in a newspaper office. That is why I know how to write headlines. I have written this headline, Cloudburst, flash flood in Uttarkashi, at Uttarkashi in Uttarakhand. Okay, simple headline, catchy headline. Now let us read the entire report and please listen to me. Okay, I am death tolls 20. Okay. You will get all the points in your question paper, and according to the points you will develop your reporting, nothing else. But I want to say that within the first line you must give the content of the reporting, because your headline will suggest, or the first line will suggest what had happened. This is the inverted pyramid system. Okay. However, flash flood triggered by cloudburst caused heavy damage, killing at least 5 people and washing away residential houses, okay, hotels, temples, and many other properties. Near about 50 people were remained untraced or missing. The 2 villages, Dharali and Tharali, were swept away when Kheer Ganga River overflowed as a result of terrible cloudburst in its catchment area. Clear? The flood has left a trail of devastation. I have used devastation. Trail of devastation. Next para. The jawans of the Indian Army, NDF, Indo-Tibetan Border Security Force, and many NGOs have been going on with rescue operation from the piles of debris and mud. Okay. The Chief Minister of Uttarakhand and the Prime Minister, I have written the name, Mr. Narendra Modi, made an aerial survey to study the damage and loss. The government has extended its helping hand with all sorts of compensation for the survivors and victims. Okay. Good night. Stay safe, stay mellow. And tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the evening, I will give you another newspaper report, that is Market on Fire or the Slum on Fire, etc. This type of reporting is also very much important. Thanking all of you, and I appreciate your participation. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I am taking farewell for the night. Good night.